Greetings! My name is James Oliver Jr. and I'm the founder and CEO of WeMontage. WeMontage is the first and only website that lets you make large, custom photo collages on removable wallpaper. Why? Because in many places, picture frames just fail. Did you know on Black Friday 2013, 40% of all sales were made on mobile devices? Since half of WeMontage.com's traffic is from mobile devices, I'm here today asking for $75,000 to build a mobile app in exchange for 5% equity in the company. We all love picture frames, but there are undeniable moments in all our lives where they just fail. Like in a kid's room, where broken glass is a disaster. Or college dorms, where millions of students have tons of cell phone selfies, but can't put nails in the walls to hang their pictures. These are WeMontage moments. There are also times when there's a need for inspiration or emotional connection. And based on the feedback we get from our customers all the time, this is really important. For example, in senior living, where families desperately need to stay emotionally connected, but struggle to do so because they're too busy to visit their loved one in a senior home, or they live too far away. This is another WeMontage moment. A wonderful example of this is when a customer found photos from the 1940s of his 90-plus-year-old parents who have early-stage memory loss and live in a senior home. Using WeMontage.com, the customer easily and beautifully turned those pictures into a 6-foot by 4-foot WeMontage and gave it to his parents as a Christmas gift. The customer said his parents opened their WeMontage and immediately started going down memory lane. What a tremendous gift that was for both him and his parents. What's also really unique about WeMontage is our website. Not only are we the only place online to let users make custom large photo collages, which we accomplish by turning math equations into software, but our website is super easy to use. It's so easy, I had one customer tell me WeMontage.com is easier to use than the uber popular photo product site, Shutterfly. In addition to our product focus and brand building efforts, our easy to use website and great user experience are key differentiators for us, not to mention our great and awesome customer service. There are lots of companies that print photo products and wall murals, but none of them do all three of the following. Print in large format, let you make a customized collage, and print on a removable wall covering. And no one is building a brand around this experience. I completed a tech startup accelerator in Wisconsin, and I was fortunate enough to raise $330,000 of seed capital, the biggest chunk of which was $250,000 at a $1 million post-money valuation. Prior to getting into the accelerator, I invested my last $35,000 of savings to get WeMontage off the ground. The $75,000 I'm asking for today will be a follow-on round of capital. My wife is so supportive, she allowed me to leave the family to go 2 hours away to start the tech accelerator for 3 months, one day after our twins, Thaddeus and Zoe, were born 2.5 months prematurely, and they weighed only 2 pounds. I don't know how many women would make that choice under those circumstances, and I am eternally thankful to her. My family and I are all in, and there is no plan B. I got the idea for WeMontage after watching HGTV, where they were in a family's basement covering the wall with these big, beautiful photo collages. For me, it was as if the clouds parted and the angels were singing. It was a moment of pure inspiration. I wondered, how in the world did they do that? And I wanted one. I literally stayed up all night trying to figure out how the heck they did that. But much to my chagrin, there was no way for the average person to do it. So I created WeMontage. I'm that guy who decides to build a software company without knowing how to write a single line of code. Like, who does that? I guess I took it to heart when my mom told me I could be and do anything I wanted in life. And my strongest trait is I never quit. Not when it's something I believe in. This quality has served me well on the WeMontage journey. I've actually known since high school, though, that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And this is the first time in my life I'm truly living on purpose. In terms of my background, it's very diverse, and I think it's incredibly helpful as an entrepreneur. I graduated college Phi Beta Kappa with an accounting degree and worked in public accounting. I successfully sold for 3 companies, and I have a heavy finance MBA from a top business school. After business school, I started a publishing company in a failed effort to launch a digital lifestyle magazine for black golf enthusiasts called 7 Under. This was before iPads were invented though, so I guess I was a little too soon with that idea. So here's an example of a WeMontage. These are my kids, Thaddeus and Zoe. You can see here, we have the boxing gloves because, as I mentioned, they were really premature and were real fighters. As you can also see, our print quality is really outstanding. The paper is made of polyester, so it absorbs the ink beautifully and makes the colors really pop. And the best part is no nails in the wall. It adheres and removes itself simply and beautifully. This is a 6 foot by 4 foot WeMontage. We sell standard sizes starting at 3 feet by 2 feet for $69.99, and our large custom sizes are $10 per square foot. These prices are extremely competitive compared to popular photo canvas wraps, and forget about those ridiculously expensive custom picture frames. In terms of traction, we have $42,000 in sales in the last year, a small portion of which is from friends and family who are really excited about WeMontage. Our gross margins, 50%. Average sales per customer, $105. Customer acquisition cost, $12. And after recently being featured on the Today Show on NBC, there were some days our e-commerce conversion rate was, ready for this, 10%. That is nuts. It's incredible. And remember, our collage app is not even yet mobile optimized, so we're leaving so much money on the table. In addition to the Today Show, I was able to get WeMontage featured on the DIY Networks channel on a show called I Want That. The episode will air soon, and I expect a nice lift in sales as a result of it. The market opportunity here is enormous. There's $528 million per year spent on photo wall art, $1 billion a year spent on wallpaper. We're currently focused on mothers of the 70 million kids under the age of 18 in the US. Moms use WeMontage to celebrate their family in our large, unique format, and they love it. We want to target the 10 million college kids in the US and undergrad schools, and a mobile app will let us do this. We also want to target the families of the 3 million residents in senior living, as well as businesses. We've been seeing more business customers lately. What's great about them is they spend way more than consumers. The average order size of a business customer is around $250 compared to $105 for consumers. We also believe there's an opportunity, a huge opportunity, to license our software to photo product companies who have terrible software. And we think that there are a lot of companies like that. We're currently in early stage discussions with a very well-known company just like that. And we want to find international distribution partners to print and ship internationally. With the Sharks' help, I believe we can knock the cover off the ball in these markets and sell WeMontage for tens of millions of dollars in 3 to 5 years, which is the goal. There are several companies who are active with acquisitions in this space, and they pay multiples of 2 to 3 times revenue. And if a big company like Shutterfly jumps into our space, sure, that's a concern. But we believe it increases our likelihood of acquisition, as their competitors will be all scrambling to try to keep up with Shutterfly. We recently filed a provisional utility patent, but at the recommendation of our investors and advisors, we let it expire. If the Sharks would like us to revisit this, we are more than happy to do so. Because we are creating an entirely new category, our biggest challenge so far has been getting enough proper exposure and having the right relationships to open some of the doors on which we've been persistently knocking. Being on Shark Tank and working with the Sharks perfectly addresses these issues for us. Thank you so much for this opportunity. You and the Shark Tank viewers will not regret it when you select us to appear on the show. I promise. Thank you so much.